Alright, guys. Gonna see if, it wants to capture my game. There we go. Alright. So, we are doing some Final Fantasy because the game pissed me off and now I want to do more. So I took a break. The game reset all my macros and shit, so I've got to redo them. Since I am playing as a healer right now, I am gonna do my healer one. I don't remember what I was what I needed to have for the macro things. Give me 1 second. Nope. Wrong place. There we go. There we go. Alright. Hey, Jesse. Sorry, did not have chat up at the moment. But this currently is my white mage. A level 78 white mage. Currently my highest class. Really want to get barred up some more. I'm close to leveling it up again. And I need to work on my dragon again. But that is a complete and utter lie. Oh my god, did it fucking reset everything? It reset everything. Oh my god. I am so upset. I am so upset. Oh! Eagle! Lie. I want a pet. Ah. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Okay, I want that now. So this is a little ferret. Okay. What I was doing before this was I was, dealing with an albino tiger. He was really creepy. But we're gonna get into this dungeon, see what happens. Yeah, I know one of my pieces is low. I don't really care right now. Before I do that, I really should do this. I need to go back to Verdonia and get more of that. Alright. Oh, pretty. Put that back in there. Oh, no, not remove. I also have the horsey. I have a lot of horsey notes.
It's all about humanity.
I fucking love people. Go ahead and mute that. No, you don't. I go back to healer. Or, to tank. You're good. Keep going. We got you. I can't see. Oh, shit. Okay. Probably should have said a flashing light warning. This game has a lot of that. Damn, this music fits so well with this. There you go. Didn't we just start out here? Ow. You fucker. Nope. Ow. Damn it. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, pretty! Got that. Dude. Dude, calm down. We're so far behind you. SA, stop it. You are fine. Nope. Oh, treasure. I want it. I want it, I want it, I want it. Oh, hi. Ow. Ew. Oh. Good tip. Okay. Oh. Ow. Nope. That didn't work at all. Yeah. Ow. Will you quit trying to kill me, damn it? Oh, nope. Ow. Ooh. I'm riding a cloud. Nope. No thanks. I button spam when I get scared. Suckers. Missy, you're fine. Nope! Nope! No! Tank, help! Ew. Alright, show off. Ow! Asshole. Run! No! Ow! Where'd he come from? Tank! Tank, tank, tank. Yep. I hope. Maybe. I don't know if it does much. Ow! Dick, stop that shit. Oh! What? Ow! No thanks. No thanks. Will you stop that shit?
Someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only portrait with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so
Alright, so now you guys get to see the tiger and the rest of the animals that I was bragging about earlier. As soon as I get over there. So the guy that we talked to was a ferret. The one we're getting ready to talk to is a fox. And then the one that's inside of the dungeon area is a turtle, a lion, no, not a lion, a tiger. Those are the two main ones in the dungeon. There's like, cats, otters, all kinds of other animals in there. Yeah, furry is, it's a little, raccoon animal thing. Headed for the temple or just taking in the wonderful smoky air? Yeah, we're going into the temple. Here's the cat. Senri. See, I love the fights. This is a tiger. He turned into a god when he was still growing up. Bayako, I guess is how you pronounce his name. This is a puppy. I really want him. Inugami. And then a kitty. The, raccoon. Thank you. Brain for working. And then a little otter. Look at the cute little face! Okay. And then, he's a fox. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his name. This is a little lion. Two little lions who protect a big boulder. Why a big boulder? I have no idea. That's Genbu. The little turtle in the center. He is over 1,000 years old. And then this is a little red panda. And then the little ferret. That's also Tataru and Saraban. So we'll speak to him. You are returned, and with the Tamate Bako of GMSE, I gather. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I had to go get him a box. Oh, whoops. Very good, very good. Of course, there was no need to fear for the well-being of the warrior who faced my brother Bayako and lived. Let us brook no further. Brook? Okay. Delay for making. Let us brook no further delay and make ready for this next stage of Saraban's training. Listen well, everyone, for the magics we are about to unleash are ancient and terrifying. This is exceedingly dangerous, especially for Saraban. I wish you would stop saying that. Be at ease, Saraban. Bayaka will devote his energies to maintain the wards on Harayu's prison while we are occupied. Should you be indisposed for a time, we will manage. And I've been secretly practicing my arcanum, arachnima in preparation for a time like this, so don't worry. No matter what happens, we'll be ready. After all, we've got each other to do our part if we're going to claim the fabulous riches. I mean, if we're going to save the Ruby Seed from certain doom. Tataru! Her enthusiasm notwithstanding, I expect we will need to turn to you should the training go awry. Of course. Take a moment to see to your equipment and let me know when you are ready to begin. Alright. Is everything in order? Then let us begin. Level 70. I also need to go back to Olda. Ayako! Oh, look at the kitty! Now remember, Soroban, once opened, the box will spew forth smoke. Remain still and let it wash over you. Surrender to the magic and let it transform you into an auspice? Okay. And you are certain this will be temporary. As honored as I would be to join your ranks, I fear I am too young to be so old. Come, you lot, let us retreat to a safer distance. Flying turtles. Alright, Soroban, you got this. Stay calm, Soroban. It's a fake. I knew it. Tataru! Gosh, what a waste of time. Had there better be some treasure or something interesting inside. Foolish urchin. Was that really necessary? You couldn't just have asked me to move nicely? What? What's to look for? Is there something on my face? Oh my god, she... Tataru! You dumbass! My face... my beautiful face. It feels like all to get leather left in the sun. Get a hold of yourself, child. You've been aged, nothing more. Be grateful you were not exposed longer, or you would surely have died. I may as well be dead already. I can't bear to go on like this. Did I not tell you before that the magic is fleeting? You need only ensure it for a moment. All will be as it was. Tataru, now will you quit being a fucking ass? So preoccupied with the urchin that I've completely forgot about Soroban. I hope he has not been overexposed to the magic. If he has been aged to access his art. I have no idea. May already be. Eep! Sorry, everyone! Well, that answers that. On your guard, I'm afraid he means to kill us all. He bathed in the Tamate Baka's magic for far longer than the urchin, and so I expect he will not return to normal so quickly. In fact, I dare say he will remain this form long enough to destroy the temple if we do not subdue him. Eep! Oh, turtle guy! With me, Kikobi, urchin, hold back. With me, Kikobi, urchin, hold nothing back. But Tataru is not... okay then. Maybe she is a fighter now. She's been practicing up on her arcanist. Wow, that hurt. Quit that shit, Soroban! Wow. Okay. Never have I died that quickly. That's concerning. I don't like that. Alright, well, because I obviously am gonna die very, very easily. Will you quit that shit? Soroban, I swear to God. I hate you. Soroban! Stop that shit! Oh, I'm so gonna die. Even on easy mode. Beep! Oh my god, Soroban. Stop that shit! kill me! Mighty blow, get behind me. Where'd he go? Not good. I don't know how to destroy them. How? 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 I don't know how I'm gonna keep myself alive. Well, I'm basically fucked. I mean, I got farther, but I'm fucked. We'll try it one more time and then go back to MSQ, and then I'm gonna more than likely have tech help me with this. Nope, nope, nope. Ataru, can you keep me healed? No. Okay, got it. Thanks. Eep. Okay, time to get behind you. Spirit Burst. What do I do when it comes to them? Alright. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm not gonna go through those bubbles because every time I go through those bubbles, they seem to kill me and it doesn't seem to do much any good. So, and I don't know how to really defeat those. Yeah, I kind of figured. Stop it, Sarabon! Damn! Missy, shut up. Oh, so do I have to lead him into you when he does that? Hatsuru, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to help you. Oh. Hatsuru, no! That's why. Bad Tatsuru, stay away. No, thanks. Tatsuru, oh my god, calm down, chick. Alright, I can't. I don't know how to do it. I can't. That is so fucking bullshit. How the fuck do you beat that? Wow. I gotta go to the other side of that building. Yeah, talk to the boat person. Yeah. Doma Enclave. Domin. Haha, not Doma. I did! Thank you. Ooh. Okay then. New place.
So I've come to the conclusion, just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up dying slowly, rotting away. See, I just want to be able to climb
Fish!
without a fall, to get out of this maze and run. Please strike me thunder. Let me get closer to the light. Please strike me thunder, so I can be great.
Alfino!
So I've come
What are they doing
to
here?
that conclusion. I'm just one man amongst thousands. In this
The Levy
world
are twins.
alone, I'm sure they'll do fine without me.
What is this place called? Earthard?
Chemicals in my
Okay.
head don't work as yours, 'cause every piece of life is a
Oh yeah.
happiness.
Precious reclamation.
Every kind of love causes a little bit less regret. Please strike me thunder. Let me get closer to the light. Let me go under the
Okay.
water till I can be free. Let me go
There you are, Jacoby. So, first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. When we have an aetheryte now, courtesy of the Anishishu. Okay. Be sure to attune to it, would you? Once the Warrior of Light has seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. Okay then. But onto onto the matter at hand. The ambassador and his retinue are at my hall taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not one normally for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, Such gestures carry weight. Okay. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphinaud and Alize will be there too. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Fucking Ian. Say you'll come. I'll be there. I knew I could count on you. When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode. The Chillin. The guardsmen will see you in. Okay. Where's Kiacon? Over there. Hi, Alphinaud, Alize, Hakuro, Hakuro? Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in? Yes, you may. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, I like the backdrop. That's pretty. I have a feeling this is going to be voice acted.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
Azahi.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Dorma's sovereignty.
So you come on behalf of the Empire? Oh, well then you can just fucking die.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Dorma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory.
Yeah, aggressively is the key word there, asshole.
While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons.
Such as his son.
Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat.
Varus. He's another one that can die.
On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgians' practice of it, his radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
I'm sorry, dude. What? Ian, please, for the love of God, slice him down with that katana of yours.
Dorma has never shown any appetite for summoning. And it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise.
Yes, but which Kojin are you talking about? Because the red was with Yotsuyu, but the blue is with us. If you mean both Kojin, Then you can just go fucking die. If you mean the red, then okay.
With regard to the Kojin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection.
That's true. That's also when we invaded their lands, so...
Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Yes! So, why do you want to eliminate them if the Empire creates them in the fucking first place?
Indeed, many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
True.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history.
Yeah, because the Empire is a fucking ass. Why do you speak for them?
My comrades and I would change all that. We, populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear.
That says a lot, but that's also because his son died. But his son was also an ass.
Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates.
Optimates? The fuck?
Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe, and I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
So the one that Yatsuyu led.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
Prisoner exchange. And who do you think...
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict.
No!
Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Oh, then hell no.
Yotsuyu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
Azahi. Oh, please, for the love of God, cut him down. Please, for the love of God, cut him down.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests.
Oh, please, he.
Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
Hien.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Hien, are you a fucking dumbass? Honestly, I thought they were gonna say me to go with them, because I am the warrior of light, but thank the mother of God they didn't. Ian, please. Can I knock some sense into you? Well, that was unexpected. Yeah. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all, but on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had naught to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yotsuya left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. You think this might be a rouse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yotsuya may have been acting viceroy, but she was not a Garlean, nor her highborn. Her value must presumably lie within what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much of a bargaining piece. Yeah. Alphino, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in the principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed, though it seems to me I have a little choice but to accept regardless. So, with so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Only the Kami know when I will be afforded another. You mean when the Empire dies? But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Kukobi, let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone is still sore from being made to watch. Go on and keep Alice company. We are safe for now. Oh, Lord. Alright, Alize. A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Kokobi. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle. The stakes, even though the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. We come on, Alize. Like four chapters. Everyone knows you are not a cool head. So we're left with the eternal question: what to do while they rattle on. Okay. Let me turn the music back on. Sorry, I was checking Discord. Alright, for want of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, and it is not as if we'll be missed here, or will we? Oh, Lord. Kokobi, a moment, if you would. You Gary. You have some business with Kokobi? Business? No, pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. Such heartfelt admiration. One could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, so is that so strange? Uh, we may have stood on opposite sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the woman who would do battle with our common enemy. Lest you forget, this is my homeland, and it would remiss me not to at least thank her for containing the threat posed by the Kojin Vile icon. Now, if I may continue, as we speak, Lord Hien deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yuguri is certain to be a jovial escort, the exertion would be all the more enjoyable of your company, and safer besides. The ambassador has the right of it. It is not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? In that case, I will join you as well. There is naught else to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. It's settled then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yanxia. Might we start at the town of Munzen? I would see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well, if you will follow me. Oh Lord. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a death sentence? Well, Doma Castle is literally gone. There's not much that remains of it after we took it over. Oh, it's still flooded. I didn't think it would be. Alright, where's this person at? Over here? No. Here. Ha, there you are. Anashi. Or Azahi? Azahi. That's it. Nay, can this truly be Monzen, home to the cream of Doma's samurai? I had heard that Yotsuyu intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up and protest. It was folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective. The sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction effort should not prove difficult. Once our nations formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course, if you would have a better view of what remains of the castle, might we proceed through the ruins? Well, that's what your sister did. She was a fucking idiot. She did not serve Doma well at all. Not to mention, she killed a lot of you. It is a travesty, a travesty. I remember the keep being so beautiful in the light of the sun. One would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day when we have finished helping our people rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularist. The needs of the people must, of course, come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to my seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Nomai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By river, yes, if you will follow me, I will ready our boat. Am I? Why? Oh, wrong way. Oh no. Alright. Ready to cast off now.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Uh-oh.
Someone's in trouble.
The red Kojin.
Are you all right?
Hi.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too. I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
It seems they won't go quietly.
And neither
Missy,
will
stop.
we.
Red Kojin, why do you have to be an ass? Alright.
Away with you!
It is nothing.
Peace. You would cause trouble, wouldn't you?
Leave this to me.
No quarter!
An opening.
I have you!
Oh, Jesus, okay.
The art of my forebears.
Gary. Miss Walker.
Face my steel!
Eat! Will not. Oh! Bright light.
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Thank you, sir.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
We're going there now, actually.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsuyu. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
The Empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Must you always be so pointed?
Yes.
If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances. You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
Give me a second, guys. Alright, we're back. I honestly don't think the Empire will ever change, but for the sake of the story, we'll go with that one.
I knew you would understand. You have witnessed such change firsthand, after all, during your time in Ishgard.
That was different. That was dragons versus people. Not people versus people. Dear me, I had hoped to convey my views on our nation's shared hopes under more peaceful circumstances. Yet this regrettable little interlude did afford me the chance to see the famed hero of Eorzea in action, and a few Imperial soldiers can say that, at least few who lived to tell the tale. After that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord, but what of Nami? You seemed so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am, but I rather doubt the good people of Nami would take kindly to the sight of a man in Imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade. Yeah, that's true. Even in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I've seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. With any luck, Lord Han will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. I don't trust it. Also, sorry, while I was away, I got a popsicle, so I'm currently eating that. Let's turn on some more music because it's getting kinda quiet now.
Shadows fall over my heart. I black out the moon. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I close my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill a light with the light, play it black out, with the light, play it black out, black out. Black bird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, blacked out, black everything, black, black everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, black.
There we go. Ow.
Black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, black soul, underneath this black, black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me. And we can kill the lights as the lights let it black out, black out, as the lights let it black out, black out. Black bird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black, black heart, black keys, black girl.
Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not your aid, the Kojin may have overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead, Lord Hand is expecting you. I'll remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Welcome back, my friend. Gary tells me you accompanied her and Azahi on a tour of Yanxia. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions. Okay. But alright, this music is loud AF. But I gather your time was well spent. The unfortunate ambassadors afford Yugiri a chance to make a full report. However, I must rely on you to supply the details, so please tell us how it all unfolded. The Red Kojin here? Have there been any other incidences since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yanxia, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off, but tell me, and don't be modest, was Asi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes in what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you've always been an excellent judge of character. What would you make of the ambassador? Damn it. I don't know if I should trust the ambassador or not, because the Empire was under two different rules. A father and son. The son wanted to destroy people and take the land for himself. The father wants to unite the world. We killed the son. The father is now still trying to reunite the world, but because of the actions of the son, I'm wary. I don't know if he can be trusted. I don't know. I'm gonna stay silent. He confounds you too, I see, and for that reason alone we would be fools to underestimate him. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game for now at least. Well, for swearing, summoning should be simple enough considering you never dabbled in it in the first place, which just leaves the somewhat thornier question of how to police the Red Kojin. It was that very question in mind that I had sought Alphina's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. As you will recall, Susano was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Ziki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their sources of ether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the primal's return on resets preventing the primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of ether, either via the acquisition of crystals or relics they are wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forced closer bonds with the Bunchin and his people, and with their support, I am quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon this Susano. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed. I will give full credit to Azahi for the success of the transaction. If there's aught we can do to help the populares garn favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? A past mistake which I would be put right. One which has weighed heavy on my mind. A past mistake? Uh-oh.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please. What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, What sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Guardians shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gorsetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Alright, whoa. Bending, maiming, striking. That's all level 70. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. What's up, people? Alright. With Yotsuyu safely in Gazetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through. God, this is a beautiful room.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision, then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all, if her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful. Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Forgive me, my lord, but he has not been gone over long. Perhaps I should calm yourself, Gazetsu. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. This is true. I am sorry to kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. A part of me hoped your stories of her condition were just that, but alas, it is as you say. Totsuya, do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her. That much is clear to me. From a single look, I leave her in your care. As you wish. Now, if you excuse me, my superiors are long overdue a report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement. Of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yanzia. This will take time, of course. Of course, you may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also be taking steps to counter the threat of the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there is one other matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young domans from the band of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, there is no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain. Let it be in the hands of the Kojin, or indeed the Empire. I pray the Empire will see things as you do. There may be hope for us all. There may be yet hope for us all. Until we meet again. Gozetsu. As before, I leave Yotsuya to you. I invest the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahi to a proper farewell. Okay, then. Alright, Hian. The Ambassador airship awaits at Castrum Luminous. Let us be off.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure? I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha. Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy. What in the... Reinforcements? No, just one! Cut him down! Ugh.
Damn.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising.
Oh, Xenos.
Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Chillin hold the enclave across the river.
Lord Chillin.
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
That was Lord Xenos. Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me. Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire. My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance.
Fuck you.
I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Please, for the love of God, tell me we're telling him. Oh, Doma's doomed. Doma's so doomed.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugidi. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
At least we fucking told him. To be fair, yes. Bringing home the Nomans is a right. Should this be the way that we go about it? Probably not. It makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long only to drop it right before the very end? Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, tis possible emotion simply got the better of him. Remaining calm around the woman who slew his lord would have taken its toll. Whatever the explanation, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Koja must be placed under surveillance, and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange, but you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of exchange draws near, we will call for you. I should certainly hope so. Whenever the Empire's true intent would be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or help usher in a lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the vitality of the situation, mayhap it would be best if we remained in Kugani. Agreed. Between Yotsuya's Amencia and Asahi's bias agenda, I say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through the sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. to Kugani then. Tatsuru and the others must know of what transpired here. I need to find out what level my thing's at. 70? Alright, magic damage on 40. Alright, let's go to Kugani. See if there is a market. Oh, fuck! A market board or something to where I can see about getting a better weapon, especially since I'm level 78 now. Alright, there is a market board. Let me see about houses, because I mean, I'm still trying to get a house, but I may just wait until 6.1 because they are adding more houses then. Doesn't look like there's gonna be a house here. No, it was sold. Alright. I need to go to the markets. Alright. Market board is over here. Conjure. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. Alright. I'm gonna keep that one in mind. Ready. I don't really like that one. It glows different colors. Alright, maybe. Oh my god, what is that? Holy shit! Okay, no thank you. I'll deal with the 99 grand. Not the other part. Let's go over here. Jeweler, arms dealer. Dancer, theremin, nope. Yeah, that's just a regular one. I don't want that. Alright, let me... No. Let me... Where do I need to go? Rauger's Reach. That's it. I want to see if I can get a prettier weapon. And I've got a shit ton of... Yeah, I've got 2,000 poetics, so I need to spend some, needless to say. No. Oh. Alright, lady, where you at? Material supplier, no thank you. Exchange. Alright, it's over here then. Somewhere. Ah. I want weapons. Token. Omega parts. I am not doing those fights again to get those. I may have... I don't know. need to get new headgear anyway. Earth, wind, and water. Alright. I should go ahead and upgrade the hands as well. Alright. Oh, so it actually gives better stats. I don't like it. Alright, we're gonna get rid of those. Alright, Kugane. This may be the last quest I do. It's getting on to almost just about 3 hours. So I'm getting a little tired. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the offices. Hancock! It seems you're all quite in the predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma, rest assured you'll be the first to know of it. Yes, of course. We're pursuing a number of ventures to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that all can wait if any urgent news should come up through the office. Ahem. About that, I wish to apologize to Taru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. That is very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If Sarabon's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Kikobi should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. Oh, Jesus, why am I wearing a fucking mask? Forgive me, Kikobi, it would seem I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value, knowledge can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to invest the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhap Raoul and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Azahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there is even the faintest chance that a living peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice do we have? What choice have we but to try? Lord Han has the right of it. Azahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game for now. I want the maiming. I don't know what that entails, but I want it. Especially since I'm getting my Dragoon up. But I thought that was slaying, not maiming. It may be, I don't know. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is going according to plan. So, I have a feeling.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes. We were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
Oh no.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
In the Imperial capital. Okay. Uh-oh.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Fine, now leave me.
Xenos! He slit his own throat, though. Okay, seriously, what in the hell just happened? Also, I don't like this. This needs to change, like, soon. I don't like it. It's ugly. Alright. Akakobi, impeccable timing. We've just received a letter from Lord Han. He writes that demons are coordinating their efforts with the Blue Kojin to maintain a constant watch over the red by staying on the lookout for signs of crystal hoard and the like. They mean to nip any summoning attempts in the bud, thereby satisfying the conditions for peace set down by the ambassador. For the Garlean's part, the Populares have sent word that the vessel bearing demon conscripts is soon to arrive in Yanxia. It seems that the prisoner exchange is to proceed as planned. Lord Han requests your presence, and I share his view that you should be on hand at this crucial juncture. According to the letter, Yotsuya's memory has yet to return, so it looks like she'll be living out the rest of her days in Doma. Assuming the ambassador means no honor to the agreement, of course. Before we get to that, however, I think it would be wise to assess her condition one last time if the demons have missed any change in her mental state. However, it would be better if Azahi weren't the one to spot it. Agreed. Let us make straight ways for the enclave. Then Lord Han will be waiting. I trust you will cope in our absence, Tataru. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Just be sure to come back safely. Alright. Look at that. The Demon Enclave, there we go. Alright, Ian. I see my letter reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. Though I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange, there was one other matter I neglected to mention. It concerns Gazetsu. As you may have observed, he returned from his ordeal rather worse for wear, and despite his best efforts to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. Confined to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you lest you worry unduly, which was all very well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it is time he received some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yotsuyu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. We will visit him at once, Kukebi Alize. Shall we? Yeah.
Open wide now.
Please to you. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself. I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon?
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... a gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Because that's it, really.
Take off your clothes.
Yotsuyu? Okay, calm it down.
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
My lady, I assure you this is not.
Off with them. We need to wash you. You stink. What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man. Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Oh god, she's regaining her memory.
But leave me be, woman! I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
They make a convincing pair, do they not? On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire and her a model grandchild. Indeed. Had someone told me a year ago that I would live to bear witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I am relieved to see Gazetsu has lost none of his spirit. But what a turn of events. I mean, for her to suddenly be watching over him. Yeah, right? You couldn't make it up. Although, I suppose Gazetsu, oh my lord, is an old man. With the way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. Aye, he has resisted disreptitude with the same defiance he shows the enemies of Doma. But no matter how admit his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limits of endurance too many times. Oh, sorry. If his health returns, the fact remains he will never again be the warrior he once was. He has given his all for a liege and land, and we will ask no more. And what of his nurse? If Yotsuya is saying that, well, she certainly has me fooled. This is no pretense. What? Oh, you Gary. Out of all of us, I would think you the hardest to convince. So, what makes you so sure? I have been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. But her mask never slips, not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening I watched her as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami, a child's game. Even the wariest shinobi would not go such lengths. I can but conclude that her mind is truly broken. Well, that's good enough for me and everyone else, I would hazard. Aye, the matter is settled. Yotsuyu will become Suyu and begin a new life here in Doma. Before that can happen, however, we will prepare to present her to the ambassador one last time to prove that her memory is truly gone. But I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. And understandably, she as good as fasten the chains around her neck. Aye, which is why I mean to conclude this business with Soyu first. Out of the sight of my countrymen, will you help me? We are at your service. There is no higher purpose than the pursuit of peace. My thanks. The Garlean are on their way, and we must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We will meet you at the docks with Soyu. Alright. Give me 1 second. Alright. We are back. I got chips. I got hungry. So, we're gonna go meet, Ian and them at the docks. Right? Alright, so I can't actually do that. Alright. I don't have the flying ability in here. Shall we wait here then? Lord Hand should not be long. Why do I have a feeling Yotsuyu remembers who she was? My friends, have you seen Soya? She is nowhere to be found. But the Guardians will be landing in a matter of moments. If she fled, could it mean her memories have returned? I know not. Yugiri is scouring the streets as we speak, but it is possible Soyo has left the enclave altogether. Captain, a word. Do you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? A fair-skinned... A fair-skinned woman, my lord? I do not rightly know. I think yes, my lord. Now that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers whom I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by the brim of her hat, but I remember taking her hand to help her onto the boat. White as new-fallen snow it was. Was she someone important, my lord? Have I done something wrong? Wrong? No. I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. Well, she left altogether. I have a feeling she remembers who she was. It would seem that Soyo has crossed the river. Coming, help me. No good can come of this. No. It seems Soyo has gone unrecognized thus far, but Kami help us if someone catches a clever view of her face. I must find her before that happens. The responsibility for her disappearance for all of this lies with me. I would ask for your aid nonetheless. We are at your service, Lord Hien. Now as before, let us make the crossing and begin our search. You go on ahead. Someone should let you, Gary, know what we've learned. I will join you on the other side. We have no way of knowing where Soyu is headed, so we had best divide our forces. I will take Kusakari and its surroundings, Alphano. Would you take the road to Castrum Fluminus? Kukobi, forgive me, but could I ask you to interrogate the residents of Yuzuka Manor? One of the Namazu may well have seen our quarry. If everyone is in agreement, let us aboard the skiff and hope the kami smile upon our efforts. This asshole. Alright. Welcome to Yuzuka Manor. Yes, yes. If there is anything you care to know, you need only, a pale-skinned woman. I have seen no such trouble, I am sorry to say. Most sorry. Scaly-skinned... Scaly-skinned Namazu. On the other hand, we have in abundance. Oh, fuckers. There'll be a travel over there. Alright, well, back in we go. So there's nobody in here that I can talk to. Let's see if there's anybody in here. Unusually pale skin, yes, yes. I saw this woman on the way back from my fishing trip. She had just crossed the shallows east of here and was headed in a northeasterly direction for the most part. Her steps did not seem certain. If you hurry, you might still catch her. Thank you, Fishman. Fish boy. Y'all to you. Alright, something suspicious is going on here. Oh, up here. Ah. They're trying to eat me! Yeah, whatever. A cursory glance is all that it requires. Is all that is required to confirm your suspicions. This is the same hat Yotsuyu was wearing when you found her in Sakazuki. There we go. So she now has nothing to hide her identity and went into the heart of the town. Mistress Alize has gone to assist her brother at the castrum. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Lord Hien here shortly thereafter. No sign of our missing guest, but people have seen her. Uh-oh.
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
It can't be. She couldn't have survived.
What did I do?
As if you don't know!
She actually doesn't.
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate. But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsugu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
Lies! Lies! My lord, she would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
What I saw then, it's all true. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry.
You're sorry? And what? We're supposed to forgive you?
Here, there's no need to cry. Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Until such time as her memories return, This woman shall be known as Tsuyu, and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands, and suffer her to live, for now.
Please, Issei.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Wow. Did not expect that turn of events. That would have better been avoided, but at least it did not end in bloodshed. And judging by Soyu's reaction, she remains oblivious to the events of her former life. It was no escape attempt. Nay, it seems she was offhand request of Gazetsu's, which brought her to Namai. Haha. She came in search of a persimmon. Ah. They say fruit is good for the health. I do hope Gazetsu finds the taste to his liking. Well, we certainly have taken the long way around, but let us continue on to Castrum Fluminus and our meeting with the ambassador. Alphino and Alize should be there conducting their search. Okay. So we're going over here. Maybe. It seems our Imperial guests have already arrived. It's time we meet the ambassador.
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
So I see. But all need not necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Ah, Yotsuyu. You look well.
Of all the people.
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient. You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Dorma.
Fuck you.
Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
We continue with the exchange as planned, then.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring your captives.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
Oh, you are so much of an ass. I knew better than to trust Asahi, but that was a dirty trick. Still unpleasant as it was, we have at least put the matter of Soya's future to rest. I've sent her back to the Enclave with Yugiri. to give Gozetsu his his fruit. Come, let us follow them. You had that look, Alphina. What is it? Nothing of consequence, most like. We can discuss it upon our return. We should pay a visit to Gozetsu and reassure him about Soya's fate. He will want to know that the Empire has finally relinquished its claim on her. Man, do you not see?
Gosetsu, are you awake?
My lord, come in, come in. When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Yotsuyu was mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
I like this Asahi less and less.
You and me both.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Doma. Our primary concern now is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention. I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder...
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
Yes.
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
My lord! Forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone!
Gone?
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her a room instead of a cell. She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties. Might I call upon your assistance?
Again, we go after her.
Help! 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 Help me!
Yotsuyu got her revenge.
If only I hadn't remembered. He should hate me. But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery. You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament. You've kept your looks, at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it. To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma. Against all my enemies. And it begins with you!
Yotsuyu!
What?
No!
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
Brother dearest, what a surprise. You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
Please. I don't want to die.
After what you did, you deserve it.
Any sign of her? What happened here? I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with... Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives. But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
They needed to die after what they did to her. Yes, I hate Yotsuyu, but she didn't have to live the life that she lived. We have recovered the remains and will hold a cremation anon. But they had never set... Would that they had never again set foot in Doma. I broke the news to Gozetsu myself. He was quiet. I think it'd be best that he be allowed some time alone with his thoughts. Give me a second. Oh wow, I still have a long way to go. So I've got about 17 more quests before I reach Stormblood. After this one. Okay. Forgot to bring chat back up. So, my friends, that which we feared has come to pass, yet Soyu has regained her memory and returned to the Imperial fold. It is by any measure a cruel twist, not least for Gozetsu. But one which does not invalidate our agreement. According to the terms of the contract, we were bound to surrender Yotsuyu to the Garlean's hands should her condition improve prior to the hour of exchange. By that reckoning, all is, if not as should be, then as it must be. This I can accept. But what I cannot accept are the unconscionable lengths to which Azahi went to achieve this outcome. Given his recent conduct, his apparent admiration for Xenos, this is plain he cannot be trusted, and that is to say nothing of the unexpected containers he insisted on bringing to our meetings. Whatever the ambassador is planning, I think it is unlikely our negotiations will end peacefully. In the event of hostilities, a safety of the conscripts must be our first concern. As such, I would have an escape route in place before the meeting begins. A wise precaution. If the main structure of Castrum Luminous is to be the stage for the exchange, then I believe a thorough inspection is in order. The Citadel has stood empty ever since the Imperial withdrawal, while we took steps to ensure that it could not be defended by the occupying force. It is entirely possible that the ambassador has arranged things there to his advantage. I will slip inside and make certain we have an unobstructed exit. Pray allow me to join you. I have some experience of Imperial facilities, and should matters take a turn for the worse, I would hope to be of at least some use. Very good. That should be enough to guarantee us a way out of the castrum. Beyond that, however, we will need a ship to ferry the conscripts back to the Enclave. Even with every skiff we have, it would take several trips to evacuate everyone. A Confederate, on the other hand, would require only a single run, and leave us far less vulnerable on the water, assuming, of course, Rosho can be convinced to part with one. And I take the lead on this one. I've had dealings with Rosho and his pirates before. And I won't be alone, will I, Kobe? Much appreciated. I fancy parlaying with pirates again. It's a shame. It's just a shame Lise won't be there to reprise her role. I am certain you would make a persuasive pair, but I think I will accompany you to these negotiations all the same. You Gary! My lord, the ruler of Doma should not be seen consorting with common brigands. Come now, you Gary, they stood with us against the Empire. If we ask their aid once more, we must treat them as equals. My presence shall serve to demonstrate our sincerity. Indeed, my lord, pray forgive me. Pray forgive my presumption. By your leave, Master Alphino, by your leave, Master Alphino, and I shall be about our task. Give me a second, guys. Alright, I'm back. And we should be on our way to Onakaru. Time is short, and Rasha may take some convincing. Alright. I do think now that we are going to speak with, the whatchamacallits, the pirates. I think we'll call it here for tonight. I hope to be back tomorrow with some more. This should be going up on YouTube right after I call it here. I do hope to continue this all the way through Stormblood. If you guys don't mind skipping like 3/4 of the story, because I started in like almost to the end of the post Shadowbringers. Or no, post Stormblood, not Shadowbringers. Haha, that's the next chapter. Oh, pretty Chocobo. Oh. Okay. Anyway, I am going to call it here tonight. Because it is getting really late and it's been almost a 4-hour stream. So thank you guys for joining. If you haven't followed me, please do. It'll help me out a lot. If you haven't joined my Discord, it's down below. Type ! Discord in chat. It'll just take you to either my Kingdom Enigmas. Kingdom Enigmas is a streaming community. I've joined. They're amazing. Go give them a follow. We're trying to get them to affiliate. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you all in the next stream. Hopefully will be tomorrow. I also do plan on doing some raft and either Phasmophobia or Forewarned with some fellow streamers and friends. So stay tuned, and the notifications from when I go live are always in my Discord. So go check it out, and I will catch you guys in the next stream.